today we are going to bring a graphic tee, or I guess tank, to life by using 3 different colors and of course adding in that texture and dimension that will actually help the logo pop off of the garment. Now we are going to use 3 colors today. I've already cut and weeded 2 of the colors that we're going to be using, but I want to show you how easy it is to actually weed this product. Next, we'll take it to the heat press and apply, and then we'll review the final outcome. Stay tuned as we start weeding. Okay, we have already gone and weeded our mint and light blue of our textured soft foam, but we do need to weed our pink. So one thing that I want to go over with you guys is where you can actually find this material on our website. As you can see, there are a variety of colors, but you won't see an individual category for our CAD-CUT textured soft foam. Where you will need to go is to our CAD-CUT soft foam, and then you will see individual colors called textured pink, which is what I'm actually weeding now. This is the textured light blue that we'll be using as well, and the textured mint, and of course other colors to my side. Now, one thing that is great about this textured style to this material is that it's giving you a texture, and if you're kind of curious, you know, what exactly does this texture look like? It kind of looks like wood grain, or if you were needing anything to have a wood grain texture, that is kind of what it can resemble. However, depending on how the material is cut, it actually looks like it can have a kind of swirly lines in it. I know that's a really weird way to describe it, but depending on the shape, you kind of get a little bit of a different texture. Now, the carrier is pretty tacky. Let's see, and there was a lot of surface area on this that did not have any type of cut lines to it. So, okay, now that this is completely finished, weeding our main portions, I'm gonna go ahead and trim this down, make sure we remove our test cut, and then we will go ahead and take all 3 pieces to the heat press and go ahead and get them heat applied. Now for our garment today, we are using a Bella Canvas muscle tee in the color charcoal. Now I've already loaded it on to our platen, and we are using the tag-along platen today on our Hotronix autoclam. Now the reason why I love using this platen is not only can you tag at the same time, if you are doing any type of branding, this is where the logo would go, but I also love the fact that I could keep the shirt tag up here, and this would help gauge where my center is. This, eliminates having to use any type of measuring if you are very particular, or any other type of tool. It kind of eliminates a couple of steps, and it's just something that I find valuable as a little tip and trick. Now, like I said, we are on the Hotronix autoclam, and our pressure would be at a medium today, and that is going to be 45, but it could be 40, 50, or a 4-5. Now, the other thing that we are doing is we are going to heat apply 15 seconds per color. Now, a lot of times we tack down the logo versus, heat applying for the full time. But in this case, due to the product, we are going to heat apply for 15 seconds and warm peel before we add the next color. Now, to make sure I have everything lined up where I want it to be, I am just going to add the colors back on there. So that looks pretty center in the garment. And now I am just going to remove the top 2 layers. I will use my cover sheet. And we have already pre-pressed the garment, so make sure before you do any type of heat applying that you pre-press. Now, once our autoclam is done counting down, it will automatically open. We'll just make sure that this gets warm to the touch before we peel. You guys, we have our finished design, and I think it turned out great, especially something coming from an abstract perspective, hitting that graphic tee market right now, and of course bringing texture and added dimension into your everyday tank top. Now, for a graphic tee, this is something that is really fun without having to use an animal or words, simply by using shapes. Let us know if you have done anything like this with certain shapes, or what's your favorite shape to work with. We have done a previous video with our CAD-CUT adhesive and foil using squares, and it really creates another fun checkered print. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kelly Walters, and I hope you've enjoyed this creative session with me. Have a wonderful day.